Ready.
Welcome to a new episode of Two in the Bush.
Oh, I didn't know we still...
I'm Chet.
Oh, we're doing this again?
No.
I'm Kelsey.
I'm Kelsey.
I'm not Jamie.
Yeah, okay, so with us today we have myself, who is Chet. We have the men Kelseys, and then we have not Jamie in attendance. So, everyone, you're welcome for this foursome that is about to transpire. You gonna pour some wine?
Hi. Hello. I don't know why I'm saying hi again.
Yeah, come on, brother, why don't you chip in? I've carried this so far.
Well, you're gonna be doing that the whole episode. I don't got anything.
You don't have a damn thing? What's the crick in your craw, little brother?
What?
You know, the crick in your craw.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What's up your craw?
I don't got a craw.
Oh.
Yeah. I wasn't born with one. I don't know.
Have we talked about the birds?
Oh, do you want to share that story?
Okay, so here's a revelation.
Oh my god, he was ready to share that story.
No, listen.
Waiting. You should see him. He's all just like leaned back in a recliner, like living his dream.
I don't know. Was it a week ago? 2 weeks ago? It's maybe a week ago. Kelsey says these words. She was home alone. She says, I swear earlier I heard a bird.
But I was like just coming off the flu too, so
Right.
I had a fever. And so
And
I'm
I'm like-
coming out of my room looking like I haven't showered in 3 days, and I'm like, I hear birds, man.
For me, I was like, you're a psycho. Like, there's no way there aren't birds. This is not Bird Box.
Lady.
Go be sick elsewhere.
Wait a minute. Why
No,
can't there
so-
be birds?
Well, just in the apartment.
In our house? Outrageous.
Sometimes they get in your house. You ever had a bird in your house?
I know.
So, just later in the week, and
2 days later, I believe.
right, it was Sunday night, and I hear the birds. Okay, so
Well, there was
Sorry,
one
yeah.
point you were like showering or something,
This is right,
and I
yeah.
heard something weird, and I like looked around, and I looked at Kelsey, and she was like, "It sounds like wings flapping," and I was like, "You know what? It kind of did."
So then I get out of the shower and I hear the birds, and I'm like, she wasn't crazy. There are birds in the. So, but the way our laundry room works is the door. Like, the doors are like Chinese doors, or I don't know how to
That's
describe
racist.
them.
Don't
What?
talk like that on the
Chinese?
podcast.
The doors are like you open them,
Aren't they
you open the
French?
doors.
What are
You
you
know what I'm
talking about?
You know, not American doors.
Where are laundry?
Foreign doors.
They're foreign.
Wait a minute. What is a Chinese door? I really don't know.
Just how I like them.
Google it right now. Google Chinese door. You'll see.
Oh, gee, I'd rather
You open the
describe it.
doors. Okay, I'll describe
Yeah,
it to the
paint
best
us
of my
a
abilities.
mental picture.
It's a
Um,
podcast. Come on.
Imagine a room, and inside of the room are the washer, the dryer.
Okay.
Outside of the room, to enter this room, are door
Our door.
that you have to like
Yeah.
pull open.
That
And then
sounds
they
like
go
a door.
like
It's kind of like four panels, and like each one like bends in the middle.
There
Right.
you go.
And you have to like push them.
Oh, why are those Chinese?
it's like that.
I
Well,
think they are.
I think Chinese doors are just like ones that
Just
open.
regular doors.
French doors.
I thought they were
As we
Japanese,
said,
but whatever.
Non-American doors.
Foreign doors. Got
Foreign
it.
doors.
Okay.
With that being said, that's where we heard the noise. So the doors were closed, and we didn't know whether or not to open them. Was it
Thinking
just
there was a bird in the room.
right?
Because it sounded that close. So, Lawrence, it's like 10:45 at night, and Lauren's like, I'm going to open the door. And I was like, the fuck you're going to open that door?
She actually got sassy.
I'm going to bed right now. I'm not dealing with a bird flying around my goddamn apartment. It is bedtime. You're not opening that door.
I didn't open the door.
Thank Christ.
Was there
Make a long
I was
story
ready to
short.
fight, though. To make a long fucking story short.
ever a bird?
So then we had maintenance come in, take care of it, and then we're still hearing birds.
Yeah, so the bird was in, like, the dryer duct.
Like making a nest.
Yeah. You know,
Oh,
for
man.
the winter.
You could
So
have killed that.
maintenance came in, like leaf blew it.
I know
Yeah,
it's
their
gonna eat
little
it.
bird family.
Yeah, they literally, just came in with a leaf blower and blew everything out, but then they came back, like, that night. So,
Mm-hmm. I've blown
our bird
things,
story.
so.
So now we have pet birds.
You know, I want to name them.
It is kind of nice when you're like falling asleep and you just have this sound of birds in your ear. It's
Thank
like
you for that.
whale sounds.
Really? Birds are kind of annoying. I don't like it. I'm not into it.
I think you're kind of annoying and I don't like you.
Wow.
Geese.
Jeez, that's harsh.
Sorry.
Geese
I
are
didn't mean
annoying.
that. You know, that's not what I think
Also
of you.
mean, ugly.
Are you done? Okay. Hey,
Wow,
hey,
that was
brother.
a great story. I loved it.
Yo, brother.
Yeah.
I got a better story.
Okay.
I got a better story for your ass. This reminds me of some things that you've shared with me before. And I found an article about seemingly harmless back pain. Are you curious for more?
Hold on. Wait a minute. I see this on the
On the outline?
in the outline. Let me click on this
Holy
link
shit.
here.
Yeah, click on that bit.
Did you
badly.
say seemingly or seemingly?
Oh, I said seemingly.
Okay.
Jamie,
Yeah.
thank
Okay,
you.
I see
Thank you
it.
for calling attention
Oh,
to
look
that.
at this. It's an X-ray of an arm.
Yeah, of an arm that has been injected over and over again with a man's own semen to treat his back pain.
Did he put his dick into his arm?
Well, yeah. So you'd have to kind of contort your body weird, and his dick, luckily for him, was really sharp, so it could easily break the
Did
skin.
he use that like that little?
So yeah, he was able to just
elbow
directly jizz into his veins.
Okay.
Well, where else would you do it? I don't know. Some people might be into some freaky shit. Oh, you know what would be an easy target would be like the inner thigh. In that case, because you can just kind of point over. If you're injecting your jizz directly into your vein
Is that what he was doing?
without the use of a syringe. Well, that's what you asked me.
Listen, just tell me the actual story so I know what's going on here.
I would love to. So this guy just, for some reason, had in his mind that injecting his own semen into his body intravenously would relieve his back pain. So he did
Isn't
that.
your semen already in your body to start out with?
I know you'd think that if it was going to help back pain, it would just do it from inside of your body.
Right. I think you're supposed to keep it in your balls so your balls never hurt.
Oh,
That's
right.
That makes a
So
lot
what
of
if-
sense, actually.
What if he took out the semen?
That's why masturbating is a sin.
I'm just saying,
God's just trying to protect your balls.
his back might feel great now, but what about his balls?
Yeah, and what's more important, honestly? Come on.
Oh no, sometimes your back, it can hurt. It can hurt a lot.
Lawrence hates it here.
I think he's just angry because he has tried this before.
Oh.
Really?
How'd it work out for you? Do you treat your back pain with semen?
I do.
Is it your own semen?
Do you have to act really fast with your syringe, like to get it into your body while it's still hot? Or can you take your time with it?
Both.
I'm waiting. I think it would work better as like a topical cream. You could just rub it into the skin. I don't know why you need to be shooting this into your veins. This is fucked up.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, and it maybe would have like nourishing benefits as well, or like age reversing.
I just eat it.
Did the
Qualities.
article say where he got this idea?
It did not. Literally, they are kind of actually shady about it. He had devised this cure independent of any medical advice. They were just like, he came up with this in his fucking basement, a weird motherfucker.
I mean, it seems yeah, I don't know. I could see, semen. It's kind of magical. It can, it can do some magical things. It can help create life.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little more involved, but
that's simply it can help create life. It has all that.
semen doesn't get the
magic,
respect
so
it deserves.
Maybe he was kind of thinking it would be similar to what's the stem cell research
Aloe vera?
like?
Stem cells, semen.
Yeah, like it's one step away,
Potato,
right? So maybe he
tomato.
was thinking if he shot semen into himself, it would act like stem cells.
I should, but if this was true, then like there'd be lots of people out there who would never get sore throats.
Yeah, girl is one of them. High five.
I mean, it's just a thought.
Jamie, when was the last time you had a sore throat? for the last 6 months. I've had a sore throat. Oh, okay.
And when did yours end? Like 2 weeks ago?
Actually, no. There was no oral to be had during that session.
I have something to share.
Yes!
Speaking of semen, my ex-boyfriend
Mhm.
told me he would just eat his
He would eat his semen?
own.
Like every time?
Like when he would...
Like why?
Or was it like an occasional treat?
No, yeah.
Did he have jars of it?
I
Like,
would I'd
stock up?
jars of it.
Yeah,
I guess I didn't ask
like...
him.
Yeah, you put
Take
it
like
in
a
a little
spoon?
paper jar. Yeah.
Or just
Do you freeze it and make like a little ice cream
Ooh.
like situation?
Semen ice
I
cube.
think you just eat it instead
little
of...
semen?
Do you
the
think he
cleanup?
shot it directly
'Cause-
into his mouth?
Because when you come, you shoot, and then
Yeah.
just, instead of the cleanup,
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
you just
Really?
Just like it.
Ah.
eat his own semen.
He was like, I don't feel like walking to the bathroom to wash my hands.
Yeah.
It is kind of a bummer to watch the hands every
I wish that you guys could see Jamie. Well, I wish that you, Chet, could see Jamie's look of horror after I made
Hold
that
on, Chet.
sound.
Were you agreeing with his choices?
With what?
Is that what I heard?
What's that? Come again?
With what my ex-boyfriend did? I heard what sounded like a sense of an agreement.
Oh, I know.
Like you did the right thing, eating his semen.
The cleaning up is annoying sometimes, so I can get how that could
It-
just make things more, self-contained and easier.
Do you think after it dries, it gets kind of stringy? Even like when you go to lick it, and it just like it's dried out and.
I don't know.
Why is it dry? Why are you waiting for it to dry?
I'm just
you
asking.
gotta-
Like I'm sure he
You want
experimented
to take it
with
fresh, in my experience.
Well, I'm sorry. What?
I mean, in my estimation of what it could... I have no experience. I can't speak to that. But
Gotta keep it
You've
fresh.
never eaten your own cum?
no, I haven't. One time, I've never eaten it.
That's a
You're
terrible-
so
I
anticlimactic.
know. I thought I had something great. Well, I was gonna tell this.
That's why.
One
you
time I
never-
had a wet dream, and somehow it got all over my pillow, and then I used a pillow to lay on, so it got on my face, and I woke up in the morning with all my jizz on my face.
Oh
Okay,
no.
so when it was dry, was it like kind of stringy?
No,
Yeah.
it was real.
Like when you pulled your face off the pillow, were there
No,
strings?
it was still pretty. See, I woke myself up. I probably was came, and I was like, oh, that feels good, and I was like, I want to go back to sleep, and I grabbed the pillow, and then I just had a face full of cum.
I mean, we've all been there, brother.
And then I woke up,
I've never had a wet
and I was
dream.
like, what is this? Oh, that's.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Pause.
I'm pausing.
What was that, Lawrence?
I have never had a wet dream. And I'm not even
Oh,
joking.
wow.
In your life?
I mean,
Never.
they're rare.
What?
I've never had
I've
one.
only had like 3, and one of them,
I thought it was something that happened to every boy.
yeah, maybe once or twice. I think.
Huh.
I don't think it
I
It never
think
happened to
was
me.
sweet wet
Yeah,
in the
not for
younger
everyone,
years.
but for some people. I've only did it like twice.
Passenger, did you hear about this story? A passenger jumped 11 stories off a cruise ship.
Yeah, I did hear a little bit about that, but I don't really know the details other than he was asked to never return.
Yeah, he was banned from the Royal Caribbean cruises. Sorry,
Royal Caribbean.
Carabiner?
the Royal
That's the
Caribbean
kind of
cruises.
cruise I want to go on.
After jumping into the ocean,
Caribbean.
after jumping into the ocean from the 11th floor balcony, and he hopes that his actions don't inspire others.
I thought someone just died.
Doesn't
Me
say why
too.
he did it.
What'd you say?
Probably.
Why did he do that?
Lawrence, is that your goddamn phone? You're so fucking rude.
Shut up.
Aw, he's really self-conscious.
It's Nick.
Oh, he's here.
What's up, man?
Already? Okay, anyway. Yeah, some motherfucker decided it would be a great idea
Okay.
to goddamn jump off a fucking cruise ship.
No.
It's fucking rude.
Some
Right,
kid
right.
just died.
Sorry that I answered a phone call. You can cut that, I'm
Okay.
sure. Okay.
So, do you think that the kid was inspired by this guy?
Some
Which kid?
Some
What
kid
we
fell
talk-
off
what
a
happened?
ship and died recently.
And so then
He
this
fell
dude.
off or he jumped off?
No. So I think that this guy jumped, and then that other kid tried to.
That's what I'm afraid of. And he said that he didn't want to be
Here, I'll send you the link.
or whatever
for
the
the
fuck.
This-
guy.
This man was
guy.
27 years old. He's a grown-ass
Oh
man.
no, wrong
Grown-ass
link.
man.
Don't
Hold on,
click on
go back.
that.
The one that.
Oh,
Yeah.
click on
Well,
what?
it's
I'm
just
clicking on
it's
it.
just a
Whatever.
job posting that I applied to, so Wait a minute.
Oh wait, is this on Facebook? Oh
Here's
no,
the
it's
real.
here on
No, the
Zencaster.
second one's the real one. But if you want to apply to that job, go for it. It sounds fun.
Is it in Connecticut?
No, it's remote. You just watch
What
wrestling.
does that mean?
It means it's a remote.
Oh, wait, but
from
what is it again? What's the job?
You just
Logger?
You just watch videos. But nonetheless, click on the second link so we can talk about the others.
I did. But in my mind, you were saying that you wanted to go be a logger somewhere.
I do want to be a logger. I love chopping wood.
You want to be a logger?
Yeah. You ever watch that show Axemen? Exactly. See,
Where's this article?
Is this a video?
I think, yeah, it's a video.
Oh, shit. Turn up.
How do you die? What do you do? Harmony of the Seas. That sounds way cooler than
Shut up, Chet.
Urban Cruise.
He fell
First
from
United
the climb
Methodist
into
Church.
some balcony. He was 16. So
He
I
was
do not
16.
think that he was following in the footsteps of the other guy.
Yeah. Was he drunk, you think?
He was 16.
He could have been drunk.
First United
He
Methodist
He
Church.
should have put semen in his hands, and then he would have better grip.
Oh, I would have got.
No, it would have just made his
No, I
hands
mean
not
inject them.
painful.
He needs to inject it
Yes,
into his
Oh,
hands.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Would you be open to trying that?
Are you speaking to me?
Yeah, I'm specifically addressing Chet, absolutely.
Injecting semen into my bloodstream? You know what you're asking?
Yeah, like if you're in a pinch and you're desperate for a cure, yeah, and somebody's like, dude, I swear to God, I know it sounds crazy, but just take your jizz and inject it into your bloodstream, and I fucking swear it'll take care of you, dude. And it's like, how desperate are you that you're willing to try this? Like, what percentage do you believe that there might be something?
Here's the
to
thing.
this?
I know it's not real because we just read a story about a guy that,
Yeah, but
I'm also
Yeah,
not
but-
stupid.
that doesn't mean that it didn't work. We read a story just telling us that he did it. It didn't say that it didn't.
I mean,
relieve his
I've
pain.
seen no scientific evidence. If you give me a scientific journal that's peer reviewed and it says semen will help you back,
But if you're desperate and nothing else is working, are you gonna try it on the chance that it might work?
I mean, no, I'm not. I've been in some pretty desperate situations,
proud of
and
you,
I've never
brother.
thought to inject myself with
My
semen.
whole life has been a desperate situation, dude.
Maybe they should be injecting it into the
I prefer to
brain
inject myself with semen.
for like a antidepressant. Try that out.
Ooh, yeah, that might work. I mean, semen usually makes me
Mhm.
pretty happy, so.
I like getting rid of it, so.
I wonder if you can sell your semen.
Ooh, for pain relief?
Anything.
Well, you can sell it to make babies.
They're gonna steal your DNA, or you're gonna become a father. No one wants that.
Oh God, worse.
Yeah, but you can be a father with no responsibility.
Well, they could
Yeah.
frame you for a murder.
That's
These
true.
kids might come back. You don't know.
That's true, dude. Listen, you would live to regret that shit. I promise you that. Hey, can I talk about something else?
All right, who are you asking? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't have to ask for permission.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Fuck you, bitch. No. So for a long time it's been on my heart as a person
On your heart.
it's been on my heart as a person to take on some kind of community civil service or some kind of volunteering activity or something like that. Like I want to give
Mhm.
back in some way, And I've been looking through all these opportunities and none of them have just quite felt right. It's a cause that I don't want to get behind, or the hours are too demanding, or something like that. But I think I finally found the perfect volunteer opportunity for me.
Oh boy, what is it?
Well, this comes from
I'm not ready.
friends at UPI.com,
Not ready for this.
and their police department is seeking volunteers to get drunk for a training exercise.
God.
Oh wow.
I
It's
knew
a
it.
police department in Pennsylvania, and they're seeking volunteers willing to, quote, drink hard liquor to the point of inebriation, quote, end quote, sorry, for a training exercise. They're not being paid. This isn't a for-profit. It's not about the money. They're any kind of compensation for their time, but the alcohol will be provided to them for free.
And there are kids driving,
That's it. It doesn't say what you have to do.
It just says you have to drink to the point of inebriation, and you'll be needed from 2:30 p.m. until 7 p.m. on April 4th.
You're
And
drunk the
Damn.
whole time?
Right in the afternoon.
you have to be willing to drink hard liquor to the point of inebriation. So I'm
I have
thinking
some
I'm
questions.
dedicated to
I
my
have some
role.
questions.
What do you
Yes,
do?
questions.
Do you do like an obstacle course, or are you just hanging out in the office, or?
How can I inject
That's a great
the alcohol?
question.
Can I inject?
Put it on a tampon and shove it up your ass.
Dude, straight up. That's how I do it.
I would
That is
try
good.
that.
That's how I do it. That's how I'm doing it currently.
Yeah. He's not drinking. He's drinking through his
That sounds
butthole.
better. So I agree. I would try it.
Why? Why are you the way that you are?
What do I
Lawrence's phone is ringing again in the middle of this podcast.
Oh,
He's
come
fucking
on!
rude.
Your phones have to be on silent.
How can I answer it?
Aw. Yeah, I
It
know.
is on
right? Do
silent.
not
You
disturb.
can't even have it.
You've
Oh
thrown
my
off
God.
the Emperor's Groove.
I still have questions.
Okay, yeah, ask him.
Okay,
I've been waiting.
what
Wait
kind
for
of
phone.
training? Like, what do you? So, like, are you gonna be like doing the inebriation test, like touching your finger to your nose?
Or are they like
Step,
training
bump,
like
step, bump, bump, step, bump, step, bump, bump.
Or are they training these officers on how to apprehend a violent suspect?
We're supposed to be
Oh.
violent
Or
and
something
drunk
like
and
that.
actually
Yeah,
drunk.
he just happened to be drunk. Like, what if that's what they're... Because, what if that's what they're training for and you have to be willing to get drunk and then they're just going to tackle your ass and beat the fuck out of you? What if their training is for how to kill an unarmed black
Whoa.
man?
Whoa.
Who's also drunk?
Who's-
Well, if he's
Of
drunk,
course
that's
he's drunk.
cause.
Yeah.
If he's black, that's cause is what it sounded like from Kelsey.
I mean, he can be black, but if he's drunk, then that's
Apprehended.
Time to take him
Yeah.
down. So that guy's
That's
going
dangerous.
home in a body bag.
No, I did.
Here's my follow-up
This was
question.
on the news once, though, where they did something like this.
Are
Where they
the
tackle
officers?
people?
No, where people were brought in to drink alcohol, and I think
Mhm.
maybe the police were just trying to see how they act and how willing they were to drive and other things like that. So I guess
Yeah.
maybe how to just deal with people who are drunk.
That makes
Frustrating
sense.
Or something like that.
Are the officers also drunk?
No, the officers are not drunk. So
What if it was
they
just
did
one big
say
party?
That day to be an officer.
we are looking for dates for our party. We need some volunteers who are willing to drink hard liquor and go on a date with a police officer. You will
I'm
not
down.
be paid for your time because sex work is illegal in the state of Iowa, but the alcohol will be on me.
No worries.
No worries.
In that case, I will go.
Yeah.
Nicholas is here.
They did say in the article that it was specifically to train for field sobriety testing. So
Oh.
none of that fun stuff that I was fantasizing about. I just wanted to
Shooting.
let myself have it for a moment. Yeah. I'm gonna close this article now.
Chat.
I'm done with it.
yes.
What is your? Can you describe your chair? The infamous chair.
Oh, this is a
It's-
listener question that he just never sent in.
Oh, okay. It's
Yes.
It's got
easier
these-
to fuck with either way.
it's got these very
Like
thin
upstairs.
black armrests. They're not very comfortable to rest your arms on.
Wait, the black us?
What?
What did you
Black
just
armrest.
say? Oh,
Black
armrest.
Rests. They're black. They're thin. They're not really comfortable to put your forearms on. I don't really use them a lot.
Okay.
It's red. It's red. Oh, I think Kelsey may have seen this before. I don't know. It's kind of.
I did see it. I slept in that room once.
It's got some pilling on the fabric.
Or pilling, if you talk like a normal human.
Jesus. That's rude. It's got wheels.
I
It's
know.
got some wheels on it. It swivels. You can go all the way 360. Kelsey, stop drinking.
Waffles.
That was Waffle Dog.
I didn't realize you would hear it.
Hi, buddy.
It's a cool. It's an alright chair. It's got a good squeak going for it. But
Thank you for painting that mental picture.
Wow.
Were
That's
you
a-
armrest
So I-
leather?
that was as exciting as the time I described my computer. That was really. Do you remember that?
I remember that so well. I wanted to die.
Yeah.
I think I finally just cut you off.
Just
I was like, Jen,
look.
nobody gives a shit.
I'll tell you what I thought it looked like. I
What?
thought it was wooden.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I thought it was brown.
No.
And it ended
It's
up being
not.
so much more than that.
I will never
So
own a brown
elaborate.
chair.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with brown chairs?
I don't know. I just don't like them. There's something
You don't
about
like
them.
that color?
No, I love.
I'm kind of a brown tint.
That's not the color of skin I like, mommy.
I love
I'm
all
sorry.
colors of chairs, just not brown.
Sure. I just don't like them.
Oh.
Ooh.
Hey, Chad, have you seen any good movies lately?
No, not really.
Like in the theater?
I haven't been to the theater in a while. I watched that Bandersnatch movie.
Oh, on the Netflix.
Oh, on Netflix.
Bandersnatch.
Flukes.
You say, yeah, how was that?
God, what a terrible name.
I thought it was fucking stupid. I didn't like it. I didn't get it.
It was not nearly as fun as like the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure books. Is that what you're saying to me?
It's fucking dumb. It's like, who wants to watch a movie
Bandersnatch.
and you pick different options?
More like
Some dumb shit happens. That's my review. Dumb shit happens.
A memoir.
Yeah, the story of my actual life. Wait, Lawrence is making obscene gestures at me in this room.
I
That's
said-
why I'm so uncomfortable.
I was saying Bandersnatch. More like Grabersnatch.
Grab her by the snatchy.
That would have been cool.
Was that one of the options for the ending, or?
Damn.
I would like to.
It was when I was watching it.
Did you? So, is there a lot of points where you choose your own adventure? Like, would it take years to do every single version, or is there like 3 points?
I finished pretty quick, so
Oh.
Naturally.
That's what I said. That's what he said.
But then you try it the second time. It goes a little longer. You get to do some different.
Yeah,
options,
yeah,
do some different.
sure,
things.
yeah.
So the second time was a little better. I have to say, the ending was a little more fulfilling. But
Sure.
still, not that impressed.
I recently saw
That's what she said.
the most recent movie I saw was Bumblebee. Meh.
It's about a
if
bee?
you have any idea of what Bumblebee is, it's a Transformers prequel.
Oh, that dog likes it.
Jesus. That's terrible.
Lawrence, you okay? That was a weird noise you just made.
It's a Transformers prequel, and it's about when when the Transformers were first put on Earth.
Mhm.
It's really just another cash grab
Why
in
is
a sense,
why
but it
does-
has Haley Steinfeld in it. So
Haley who?
Oh. Jerry
Haley
Seinfeld?
Was it a Michael Bay movie?
Jerry Seinfeld.
Jerry Seinfeld in that movie?
Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, okay. A different name?
Confused with
Completely
Jerry.
different, completely different name, but it sounds similar. I
would've
think they're
preferred
related.
Jerry.
I think they put her in it so it could like appeal to women somehow because all the other Transformers movies have been like the protagonist was a male and like Megan Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you remember.
Yeah, that
That's
chick.
right.
That girl. That lady.
Yeah, so in this one it's just like the female protagonist is Haley Steinfeld and then she's got a love interest in the film and it's
Is the love interest a woman?
no, they're
Oh.
not.
Fuck me
They're-
up.
That would've been
They're not that
cool.
fluid yet in Hollywood, I guess.
What about
But
Bumblebee?
you know-
Who does he fuck? Or
Yeah, is-
what does it fuck? What's he? What's
Is
he?
that
There's
your
no-
interest?
There's no fucking coming from Bumblebee or any Transformers
Bumblebee is
themselves.
Do
doing
they have
fucking-
dicks? Transformers? They got. What do they got?
Oh, that's good.
How do they
They
procreate?
have to.
Yeah, there's so many.
I
of
don't
them.
know how it works.
Maybe they just build them because they're robotic. looking.
But it also tells the story.
Somebody-
If you know who Bumblebee is, he doesn't have an actual voice of his own, and all the other
Neither do
Autobots.
I feel like a lot of the time.
I like it when they don't talk.
All the other Autobots do,
Your
and it tells that
speech
story.
is
So, like, basically, it's an origin story of the Transformers. That's all it is.
Without Optimus
Stupid.
Prime?
No, he's in it.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he sends Bumblebee to Earth. Yeah, it's a
Can
little...
I question?
He's the coolest
Is
one.
Optimus? Are you done?
Oh, I just love Optimus Prime. He's cool. That's all.
What was your question?
Is Optimus Prime like the Morgan Freeman as God of the like Marvel whatever,
Well,
like all that
what?
comic-y bullshit?
Here's
It's not Marvel.
here's the deal.
I think it's
I give you a bit of a
comic-y.
dish.
No, Transformers, they were a comic, yeah.
Yeah, they're a comic, they're a cartoon,
Yeah.
They're a cartoon. And
Then
they're a
movie.
toy.
Oh, I learned something.
but it's the same gentleman who played Optimus Prime, I think, all the way through. So, like, in the cartoons,
Yeah, it's
when they
Frank
did the
Miller.
live action versions,
Is
it's
he
the
gay?
same.
Is that like the gay?
No, it's the same voice actor.
Yeah, Frank
Why are
Welker.
you dying? What's happening? What did I say, Jet?
Huh?
You said Optimus Pride. Optimus Prime.
And that's why you asked, is he gay?
Is the gay one. That should be your Halloween costume next year.
Optimus Pride? Stop.
Optimus Prime does sound pretty cool. I do.
That's so good. It's such a good one. Come on, Chet. Come on.
No, I agree. I said it was good.
Thank you. Oh, so many good Halloween costumes are to be had.
Lawrence is not amused.
No,
He's
not.
never disliked me more than he does right now.
Wow.
Okay, I'm good.
He's in a
Okay.
sploot.
What
Carry
are
on.
other Halloween costumes?
There are none others that matter.
Oh.
The other
It's
movie
so
that I saw
good.
recently was the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse one.
Spider-Verse.
Oh,
Like
That is
universe,
smart.
but for spiders.
Spider-Man.
So, yeah, so this one's, they said, supposed to be the best made Spider movie that's ever been made.
Yeah, haven't
Best
they like notoriously
Spider-Man
been down
movie?
early?
The best made Spider-Man movie that has ever been made
Oh, I was
is
like,
this one.
are they competing all Spider movies? Like if there was like fucking Charlotte's Web,
Yeah.
like all Spider
Oh,
movies?
what about Arachnophobia?
Charlotte's Web?
Yeah, they're gonna pin that up against Arachnophobia.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Just, so, like, you have, like, Spider-Man, the first trilogy, and then you have, like, The Amazing Spider-Man, and then the Spider-Man with Tom Holland, my personal.
Why did they
Yeah.
always call him
Favorite.
Spider-Man when he's just a boy?
Tobey Maguire.
Tobey Maguire was the original trilogy.
What do you mean,
And
Chad?
then Andrew Garfield in the
Wait.
second.
What? What do you want?
Oh, you think he should be Spider-Boy?
Yeah, he's always a little boy.
I thought you were saying, hey, little boy.
I don't think he's that little.
Yeah,
He's
that,
usually in, like, high school, right?
yeah, that's
Also, Tobey Maguire
that's boyish.
is supposed to be in high school in the first...
Oh, bullshit.
I don't think
I'm sick
Spider-Boy
of all these
sounds
movies
good.
with he's supposed to be in high school.
Tom
blah, blah,
Holland
blah.
is my age.
I'm sorry. I'm crying and I need to hold
Are
my
you
nose
crying?
and cry.
So this one, it's like watching a live comic book. It's pretty much how I imagined it. It's about Miles Morales, and it doesn't really do an origin story like the first couple Spider-Mans decided to do. And then it also tells a cool story in that there's multiple universes where you can be Spider-Man. And they all come
Oh.
together, and it's cool. It's a really, really cool movie, and it's got like 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That's pretty fucking high for Rotten
Wow.
Tomatoes.
Compared to 64 with Bumblebee.
Sucks to suck, Bumblebee.
But I just thought I'd share some
I don't
couple
really,
of films.
I don't like
Yeah.
comics.
Like comedians or like comic books?
Like comic comedians are pretty cool, but comic books
Yeah.
not
Like
so
Bo
much.
Burnham,
But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Ellen
really.
DeGenerate.
Oh no.
The degenerate. That's the one. Yep.
Yeah, so I feel like we haven't watched a lot of movies lately, but
No.
we've been watching a lot of
Shows.
Oh, let's talk about
Netflix,
it.
Fuck me up.
Let's talk about it. Somebody
Our
reel us
recent
in.
favorite has been Sex Education.
Light me up.
Have you watched it, brother?
No, I've seen the preview on the old Netflix. It's
It's so
suggested
golden.
that I watch it. I have not yet watched it. I
Yeah.
haven't had the time, but I'm getting there.
Here's the thing. It's only 8 episodes. That's all they've released on Netflix. They're like between 40 and 50 minutes each.
Yeah.
Um,
But they're perfect. They touch on like every social issue surrounding sex possible, it feels like, and like address it in a positive way. They keep it interesting and funny, and like it can be serious but also lighthearted.
but it didn't really like pull on my heartstrings. There was like a time where it did, but it was never. I'm so cry. I'm full of emotion.
There was like a time or two that I felt that way about it.
I usually cry. Like when I watch The Fosters, almost every episode I'm crying.
Crying.
Right? And so that's why I have to take actually like breaks from the show.
Yeah.
But with this show, it's like it was like I said, constant comedy, constant. It kept going.
Yeah.
And
And
I
it
feel
was
like maybe it like addresses problems in a more realistic way and not necessarily like super dramatic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like this is like believable a lot of the time. Like you could relate to that. I also just like this show is full of such good actors.
Uh huh.
Like all of these like fairly young actors acting out all these really awkward roles, like jerking off or like really weird sex scenarios, like, and they're like having to do the damn thing, and they do it so well. It's so seamless and believable.
And they all have like accents. And it makes them.
They're a bunch of Brits.
Yeah, they just seem so foreign and yeah.
Oh,
And
is that why you like it so much?
Probably it has a lot to do with it. I'm sure.
and he's got a hot mom.
Yeah, he does, dude. She is who I'm trying to be, brother. Jean. Jean is her name.
Oh.
That sexy motherfucking bitch. God damn it. That's all.
So yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of tension in the room because of that one.
Yeah,
and
we would
and for
highly
that, I'm
recommend
out.
that series. That was the moment that I discovered I was a lesbian.
That was it.
You heard it here first, folks.
You sure?
Yeah, just then.
My first time I found out I was a lesbian was when I watched Spy Kids and I had a crush on Juna Cortez.
That's not wrong. That's actually the truth, though.
That's how it worked, though.
Yeah.
Chat, when did you find out you were a lesbian?
I thought you were
I don't know, probably like 5th grade.
Oh.
That's pretty early, brother.
I don't know. That's just how I felt.
No, I'm like happy for you that you didn't have to continue to lead this plagued life of not knowing and not being out. You know what I mean?
Well, it was just a decision I had. I had to come. I had to make.
It was just a decision I had to come.
I had to make.
I mean, we all have to.
Today!
Yeah, I also have to come. I also have to make
A decision. Yep. Yeah.
Chet, do you have any animals? I've been wanting to ask you that. Well, while listening, I've just always
what
been
makes
wondering.
you wonder that?
Well, I'm like, he's sitting in his room. Probably like twiddling his thumbs, just drinking a white clam. And I'm just like, I wonder, is there like a iguana?
Do you have birds?
Never heard any ruckus in the
Yeah,
background.
I don't think I've ever heard.
Listen,
I've heard a cat before. Yes, that's right. I've heard a cat.
Yes, a
Fucking
very
cat.
loud cat. An unbelievably loud
I mean,
cat.
anyone who listens to the show regularly, they know about my handicapped cat.
Yeah, but I heard about him for the first time
Sorry, did you say
Date, like-
handicapped?
episodes ago.
Handicapped.
Handicapped.
Handicap.
Handicapped.
Anyway.
Now I remember as I was speaking, I remembered your cat. Sorry.
Yeah.
Kelsey also rolled her eyes when I said it, so.
I was astounded that you could have ever possibly forgotten about the cat, is all. I think that's where I was at.
Just saying.
I don't like to
Anyway,
talk
I
about
love
my
that cat.
cat.
She's great.
It's I'm ashamed of her, and
She's really like the worst cat on the
Really,
planet, honestly, but I just adore her for that.
That's what my parents say about me.
You're the worst cat on the planet.
I think I.
No, they're ashamed of me.
I'm still stuck on this Kelsey being a lesbian thing.
You are?
Yeah, no, I've been wondering if there was anyone in the world you'd actually be a lesbian for, who would it be?
Like, can they be famous?
Yes.
It would be. This is tough. Because there's Elizabeth Banks, who's just a flawless specimen physically of a woman. It's astounding. But then there's like fucking what's the girl from Orange Is the New Black? Rose.
Ruby
Ruby
Rose.
Rose, who's just like the sexy bad girl.
She could also be a boy.
Sexy bad boy, yeah, gender fluid.
So, like, are these people you would have sex with or be a lesbian for?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm thinking sex with. Who would I be a lesbian for?
Yeah, like
committed
actually,
relationship,
just-
love. Man, I feel like I came up with a good answer for this like a few weeks ago, and now I'm not remembering who that person was, and it's really devastating.
Was it me?
It should probably be you.
Yeah, I think I.
But I have a celebrity too
Oh.
that I would like to remember.
What about you, Jamie?
Anyone I would actually be a lesbian for?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't think there is anybody.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
A girl can try.
Unfortunately, they have a V where I want to see a P.
What do you think I have down there? I gave it my best shot. You know, I tried to make a marriage pact with Jamie at one point that if we were both like 40 and single, we'd get married.
Oh, I hate the packs. You know, you make your 14 and you make your packs. if we're not married by the time we're 33,
That was like 16 when you're like 12.
yeah. If we're not married by the time we turn 30,
Yeah.
we're gonna get married,
Yeah.
and it'll be great.
No.
The packs that you make, I think I have like 17 of those.
Only.
Well, you're not married.
Not like actually 17.
I tried to make
Just
those
like-
packs, but
I've-
everyone still
I've
said
had those
no.
packs.
Aw. Oh, sweetie, that's too bad.
Okay, chat. If you were gay, who's
Yes,
Somebody
I
you
want to
do
know
it.
who would turn you gay.
Like they bite him on the neck and now he's gay.
Like a vampire.
Yeah. Who turned you?
If I were gay, who would I be gay?
Yeah.
the same question?
Who would you be willing, even as a straight man, to become gay for if you had the opportunity?
I mean, there's just a lot of options out there. I mean,
There
so many-
are. Yeah, this is kind of a
There's so many
suffocating
cute
question.
guys out there.
But this is not just fucking. This is being in
Oh,
love for
this
the
is
rest
a
of your
relationship?
goddamn life.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was what I got hung up on too. 'Cause
Yeah.
I started listing hot people, and Jamie was like, "Hang on, no, this is who you would be."
But I don't
lesbian
know.
for,
I still
not
don't
just
know these people. I'm still
one
making
night.
a judgment
Well,
primarily
yeah, but you can make a slightly more and more informed decision.
on. Well, I don't know. I don't.
I know who mine was.
Who?
It was the chick from I'm Sorry,
Oh, Andrea?
Andrea Savage. Yeah.
Mm.
Sorry.
That's a good one.
Yeah, she's perfect. She's my soulmate.
Oh.
I think you guys would argue.
Huh? I'm just
I think you guys would argue.
thinking of all these cute
Me
guys.
and
I
Chris
don't know who I would want to spend my life with. I don't know if I want to spend my life with anyone. It'd probably make me not gay. But hanging out with this guy all the time, I'd like fucking sucks.
Maybe you just need to live in like an orgy house or something.
A communal
Never
home.
spend too much time with any one
That
person.
might be.
Yeah.
That might.
You're poly, brother.
Yeah, maybe you need an open relationship.
No, it needs to be closed, but with
Closed relationship.
I don't
Multiple. It's closed for them. It's open for me.
So polygamy.
Yes, I be polygamous. That's,
Yeah, not polyamory, polygamy.
Yeah.
Polygamy is the one where women are
Oh, wait a
property.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to marry them.
Like
What
God
about
I don't want to
intended
marry
it.
those
Sister
bitches.
wives?
Sister wives.
Brother husbands.
Bitches.
Sister bitches.
Sister
That'd be
bitches.
cool.
That's what I already
Nick
am
says
now.
the Book of Mormon. Joseph Smith.
Oh my
Smith,
god.
I'd marry him.
Wait, isn't that a play?
Yes,
The Book of Mormon. Yeah.
it's a Broadway musical.
Broadway
actually,
musical, excuse me.
no
Let
way.
me
We
take
don't have to
that.
get. We don't have to get on that,
Let's be
man.
hostile.
We can go all day with talking about Broadway musicals, and that's not what we're here for.
Although there is one in particular that I do think is worth touching base on.
What?
That would be one that you exposed to myself and my last boyfriend to.
You're not doing
Wow.
this.
Without
I know what we're talking about.
Yeah, it was. Well, why don't you share it with the crowd?
Actually, you've heard of
Yeah.
Chet.
I'm here.
Chet Lasso. You've heard of Shrek, correct?
Whoa, what just happened?
It was our buddy. Our buddy
They're
Nick.
just leather recliners.
Yes, it was in a chair.
When you let one rip on a leather recliner, it sounds really loud.
Excuse me. You've heard of Shrek, right?
The little fucking cartoon.
The movie
thing.
Shrek. Yeah, the ogre.
Ogre. Yeah, I've never seen it, but I know what it is.
All right, fuck off.
What?
You've
Stop
never seen
everything.
Shrek? That was in like
I'm gonna
2000,
I don't
2001.
watch cartoons.
It's on Netflix. Turn it on. We're gonna watch it together right now.
I'll tell you in a
Buckle
press
up,
play.
Everybody. It's gonna be a long podcast.
With that
Go
being
live
said,
podcast this bitch.
they've made Shrek, Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek the Final
Jesus.
Chapter. They've also made
Okay.
Shrek the Musical.
Oh.
Shrek is love. Shit, Shrek is life.
Stop it. Stop it.
So my buddy's in the room. He's being super awesome. We're being terrible hosts, but he did
You're
just
being a
whisper.
terrible host.
I am being a
I
terrible
had
host.
headphones on. I heard it.
He did. Oh, okay, good. I didn't know if it got picked up, but it was pretty good. With that being said, check it out. It's on Netflix. Shrek the Musical.
Do I have to see all the other
Shrek
ones?
the Musical?
First? Am I gonna be lost?
No.
No,
Well,
just dive
I
right
This could
would
be-
recommend, just on a personal note, that you do watch all the other Shreks. But
what if he likes Shrek the Musical and then doesn't like Shrek?
Well, fuck.
Yeah. Because I feel like I've gotten a lot of people don't like Shrek the Musical because it's like dumb or something.
Yeah.
It's
I don't know. I think you're kind of arrogant for liking that, honestly.
With that being said, it's a great, great one. Another great one would be another Rocky Horror, and then another great one would be The Little Mermaid, and then another great one would be
Harmless?
Wonka?
are you just gonna name all the ones you've been in?
Yes,
Willy
yes,
Wonka.
he is.
What? I'm a big.
I just heard these
I'm a
things.
big Grease 2 fan. What about Grease 2?
Oh, unless we also forget Footloose too. Is that a musical? Does that count?
Did you just say Grease
too?
Shitty.
What's wrong with what?
Hollywood.
Have you seen Grease?
Yes,
Of
And
course.
Grease
then
2
they made
is
Grease 2, which is
4.
even better.
Disagree.
Yeah, it's,
Sure.
it's
One.
totally Grease.
Totally disagree with you.
But it's not the same
It's
actors.
better actors.
It's
It's
not
Michelle
even.
Pfeiffer.
We're gonna agree. We're gonna
Cool
agree. to
writer,
disagree.
awesome song.
Totally.
Reproduction,
Yes.
awesome song. I don't get it. I don't get the hate.
I guess for me,
Fight.
I prefer movies if they're gonna continue to make or a saga or a trilogy or a series. They continue with the same cast,
No, you don't.
and otherwise I get a bad taste in
They're just
my
going back
mouth
for the paycheck.
with the sequel.
That's laziness.
No, but like for example, High School Musical,
Never heard of it.
one of my all-time favorites. I want to
Fuck
fight you.
Who's in
Because we're fighting.
Zac
words.
How
Efron
happy
in
is
that?
it?
What is that? I never seen.
Yeah,
Oh,
Zac
yeah.
Efron. Never heard of it.
Hey, have you looked
Names
at his
every
fans
character.
recently?
Names every top billed cast member.
Never heard of
Never heard of it.
it. Fucker, I barely know her.
I mean, if
Um,
Zach's in it, I'm
but
fine.
with-
That's
with
Have
that-
you seen Zac Efron in pants recently?
What are you just
Oh,
paying
his
for
legs.
the clothing item?
So good. Yes,
His
like the clothing item.
legs.
In well-fitted pants. It's
In The
the most
Greatest Showman.
beautiful thing you're ever gonna look
I'd
at.
have
You're
sex
like,
with
yes,
him.
his legs and The Greatest Showman.
And his ass.
Yes.
Yeah, well, maybe
There it
in my
is.
ass. I don't know.
Oh, is that the band you would pick?
That's a man chat would prick.
Prick.
Prick. Poke. Fuck.
You would prick.
It's not wrong.
With that being said, I like when they have the same cast if they're going to make a series of film. It's like to make a John Wick 3, but it not be Keanu Reeves.
Well, they tried to get all those people for Grease 2, and it was just too good of a screenplay. And they're like, oh, "This is intimidating. I don't think we should do this."
Too
I
good
guess.
of a
Yeah.
screenplay. Yeah, they're like, we don't want
Yeah.
to botch job.
Remember when they just changed Dumbledore casually? That's so rude.
Well, but that's because he died. He passed over.
That's true. What were
In
they
another
supposed
life.
to do with that?
Oh, you did know that. Fuck off.
Jim knows everything that there is to know.
God.
Oh, that was a good one. Chug.
Hold on, I'm drinking a white clam here.
Oh yeah, chug, chug, chug. Part of the crew, part of the ship. Cheers.
Okay, what's up?
She didn't cheers anyone. She didn't cheers anyone.
I cheers my I cheers
I
my
cheers.
glass of white clam and vodka with my bottle of wine that are on the
You
counter.
were on purpose?
And that's who I am as a human.
I know.
You know, though, this podcast will be really fun for me to edit because I won't remember any of these conversations. It'll all be new for me.
That will be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited.
That's cute.
Chat, I just want you to know, the first time that I went to the store looking for white clam. Okay, I went to the store and I was like, I don't see there's White Claw. It's like, oh, maybe White Claw is the closest thing.
Bitch thought it was actually called
That's-
white clam because of us. We made a positive
That's what I call it when I'm describing it.
I know. So that's what I was like. I want to be like Chat.
What does white claw even mean? That's fucking dumb. White clam, right? Whatever.
Yeah, it's white clam.
It's a white-
Listen, we're gonna contact their marketing department. We're gonna let them know.
I'm gonna write a letter.
You definitely need
Write
to
a
switch
letter
it
to
to
the
white
editor.
clam because people are starting to get confused. And
I almost didn't buy your product.
yep, because of white clam. So you
And
better
I-
hop on.
Because I
that
think
white
clam
train.
has better
I wish someone
connotations
would
to it.
have
Claw is kind of scary.
Can I drink?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Those are so
Clam
fun.
is like kind of like, oh, that's warm and inviting. Oh,
Yeah, and you don't want some.
The
You want a
musty
claw
clam.
in your mouth, or do you want a clam in your mouth? I don't know.
right. You tell me, God.
Yeah, white claw. Yeah,
The musty clam.
yeah, that could.
This is what he said. This is what he's like. I just said it louder.
Isn't that the crusty clam?
No. Not to be confused with the crusty crab.
Crusty crab. Yeah.
The musty clam.
You can smell the drink and you can taste the drink.
What?
I like it.
Thank you so
Oh,
much.
God.
I Google all these stories. I type in weird news, and then I find all these cool stories, and I open them, and then I go to the fucking thing, and you already have them.
Yep. Sorry, brother.
'Cause you
We're-
both do the
we're
same
doing
damn
the same
thing.
Search.
I should have never told you my
can steal
secret.
some. You can steal some. I know I was scrolling through like CNN looking for interesting shit, and it was terrible. If you hadn't told me, I would have inevitably.
Not to make
Oh.
things political, and we don't have to have this conversation, but I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
What is-
One thing, and I mean, and you can, if you want to say anything, Chet, okay.
Okay.
If you don't, okay.
All right.
But with the government shutdown, we don't have to talk about why it shut down.
Yeah.
With the shutdown, we have wasted. Jay told me this. Hold on, like how much did he say it was?
3 billion something.
3.7
billion something.
$3.7 billion since the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Some
That's a-
fucked up shit.
Well,
Fucking insane.
That's hey, that's what conservatism's all about. Waste.
I mean, I
Highway
guess
or the
so.
Highway.
And this is also the longest that it's been shut down ever.
Mm-hmm.
Some horse shit.
It is.
Childish.
Guys,
Anyway, I just wanted to.
This has
I was
to
like,
stop.
oh, we're all about trying to get out of the debt that we're in.
Yeah.
Let's shut the government down.
Yes.
Let's
But
not
I'm
make
proud that he hasn't like just gotten his way though.
That's
like,
true.
As much as this sucks, I'm like every day I'm like afraid that I'm gonna hear like, oh yeah, we agreed to fund it and it's going up, like
this. Yeah.
that.
I just wanted to touch base on this, like the dollar amount that we've actually wasted, which I get it because, anyway.
I hope it stops.
I hope it stops, but I hope it stops in just not in Trump's
Well, that
favor.
goes without
Yeah.
saying.
Right.
I don't think he's not gonna win this one. So he's having a
Really
tough
hope
time dealing with that. He's in that denial stage right now.
Denial.
I think he's just used to getting his way.
Yeah.
Well,
Being a billionaire himself.
Well,
Grab him by the pussy. Can't grab the government by the pussy.
Anyway.
because the pussy's Nancy Pelosi, and she.
The pussy good, pussy sweet. Pussy good enough to eat.
I
Pussy
know.
good, pussy
Is that an
sweet,
original,
pussy
or
good enough
what
to
is it? Is that a cover?
Yeah, that's my submission for It's Not That Bad this week.
No.
I did not have
That
sexual
sounds
relations
great.
with that woman, Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, you got Bill Clinton on the show.
That's actually a drinking game. So it's like, so music's playing, and every time Bill Clinton comes up and says that, you have to take like a drink of your drink.
Rude.
It's called whatever.
Don't tell
It's
my
called
wife.
Sexual Relations with That Woman.
No, 90s Power Hour.
Oh,
The version of 90s Power
I love that.
Hour.
Well, thanks for that super depressing note
Yeah.
about the government shutdown.
I just wanted to touch base. I'm
No,
sorry.
I-
We need to touch base about these things, guys.
I love touching base, if you know what I mean.
Which one?
Hey, so I read an interesting article
Oh,
today.
okay.
Types in.
So who do you think of when you like think of people who smoke weed? Chet, who do you think of?
Snoop Dogg? Snoop?
Sure.
Yeah,
Chance the
Yeah.
Rapper.
yeah.
Jaden Smith.
Jamie,
Justin Bieber.
any thoughts?
Jay?
Jay-Z. Any other submissions? Or any of
Betty
these-
White. I feel like Betty White's down.
Okay, so
Down the
there's
ground.
one. There's one. That is a senior citizen
Oh,
that smokes weed.
wait, she does?
No, I don't know. You just said it. I believed you.
Sorry, I was just. I'd like to believe Betty White's so down.
I'm sure she's at least pro if she doesn't do it.
Right.
I'm sure she's.
You know, she's like 96.
Yeah, she's an old ass
Oh,
bitch.
she's nice.
Anyhow, apparently weed is becoming more and more popular. Did you shut the fuck up about that? Listen, we don't touch base on
What?
that.
She's gonna die soon.
That's a
She
downer.
might have just died. We should check. Google it. She.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
Is
Chet.
Betty
She
White
probably
still
OD'd
alive?
on.
Chet, whatever your middle
Yeah,
name
you know
is,
how
Glass
it goes.
Glove.
She's
OD
probably
on
dead.
marijuana.
I need to know what this
Chet.
article's about.
Chet,
I think she died.
Lawrence, listen. Jamie and I
Okay.
figured it out.
What?
Jamie and I figured out how she
Oh,
died.
how?
Jamie,
She OD'd on marijuana.
Oh,
you know
That's
how one
dangerous.
does
That-
OD on marijuana.
It'd be like that
Dangerous.
sometimes.
It is.
It's not hard to do.
if
took-
you
take
inject
like
like 3 whole marijuanas.
I say wait.
Do you see?
Stay
You
away
couldn't top that.
Do you remember all those the devil's lettuce things that I would send to
Yes, every few months I would just get a picture about how bad the devil's lettuce is from Lawrence. And that
But
was
they
our
were-
whole friendship. This is before we lived together.
you?
Like, I barely knew the bitch.
And that's like how I'd open up conversation.
Yeah, you just send me some little cartoon from the 50s talking about how dangerous the devil's lettuce
They were never the same.
They were never the same. It was really, honestly, it was a good part of my life. I wish it would come back.
I wish it would have
It
worked.
really gave me something to, like, live for.
I wish it would have worked.
What?
Well,
Let's hear the article.
I'm sorry, I tried.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I was talking about you're rude. Anyway, so senior citizens are increasing in number, I guess, for how many of them are smoking weed and getting high.
Yes, the older we get, the more senior citizens there are.
No, fuck you. No, more and more of them are getting high. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
trying to
Oh.
say.
You're getting at. I thought you were saying as time goes on, there's more senior citizens.
I was like, well, as you age,
No, like more and more senior citizens are getting comfortable with like weed.
Okay, fair
And
enough.
like in places where it's legal, there are a pretty high percentage of like the people that are coming in to buy weed. And an interesting factoid that I also found was that apparently an association, the American Medical Association, found that opioid prescriptions for Medicare Part D recipients dropped by 14% after a state legalized medical marijuana. So like that many more people became comfortable with it, like when it was legal for medicinal
Yeah.
purposes, and they took it and it got rid of that much. That's a fuck ton of old people that are getting stoned, and I'm really happy with how that has.
My
turned
great
out.
grandma would get stoned, so
Like on the regular,
every once in a while. I want to say on the regular.
were you around her?
No, but she would tell me about it, about how it felt.
what a conversation.
Yeah, how did that go? Can you give us a little snippet?
She would just say she likes to lay down and feel like she's floating.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Did she just eat a really good brownie?
Yeah.
I don't know what. Hey,
She baked him
I
herself.
don't know what she was doing, but
They don't even have platinum.
that's what she told me.
I know a married couple. They've been married for going on 30 years. They do the marijuanas
Whoa.
every time they go to a Will and Nelson concert.
Carcer.
Every time. And I found out just like a year ago.
That's awesome. See, that's what I'm trying to be as like a married couple. Like these just cool bitches who know how to get down still.
Right. Like, I don't know. I don't think marijuana should have to... Some people do it and have to do it every day. And that's just like where they're at in their lives.
Yeah.
And some people are... And it's not to call it an addiction, but like something that they rely on, like nicotine.
Yeah.
Right? But that is an addiction.
Yeah, that's like actual.
Sorry, not like nicotine. With that being said,
I was gonna let it slide.
no. With that being said, some people are every day, a couple times a day, and then some people are just when they go to Will and Nelson concerts.
Yeah, it's such a broad spectrum.
Right. Do you know any songs by Will and Nelson?
Yeah, I
Love?
got a Willie Nelson record sitting right here.
I just got a turntable for
Yeah.
Christmas.
I got the Redheaded Stranger.
Always.
Will you sing us a little ditty? Jamie just got so lit up. She hasn't talked in 20 minutes and she wants you to sing to her. I think he left. I think he's
Wait, are you talking to me?
Yes!
I'm not singing. I won't be doing any singing today.
I'm not singing.
But that's all that Jamie wants.
If you got the money, honey, I got the time. That's a Will and Nelson song.
Oh, so yeah, that's one.
Very
Chet,
good.
what's another?
I only know the songs from that one record I have.
Go on.
The Redheaded Stranger.
Oh yeah, no, sing them.
No. I
Nicholas,
don't
make
like
yourself one.
singing.
I'm bummed.
I'm not listen. That's like a very special
Linda.
episode of this podcast. If I'm gonna sing, I gotta save that. I gotta be
Okay.
prepared for that.
Okay, that's fair.
Not
well,
to be a
how
prima
special?
donna.
Like, would 50 be special enough for that?
Yeah. Hey guys, if you stick around to episode 100, you
No, you
might get
said
to hear me
50.
singing.
Oh god, we have so many more episodes.
What
to
are we
go.
on?
It's fucking 30 something.
37.
37.
We're pumping
That's
out
right.
one a week. Do the math.
Oh, here's the deal. We're gonna cut this one into
Oh, all of them.
like 4-minute segments.
Yeah, and release them all at once, and they're all going to
That's a really good idea.
Podcast. Thank you, Jamie. God,
Something that
I'm so
I
glad
asked-
that I have an account this year.
So earlier we were at home. We were all here. We were having to thrive, cleaning, doing what to do. What?
I did that, having to thrive.
Did you?
Yeah, that's so me.
What do they say about? That's not.
We were having to thrive.
We were having a thrive. We were all at home, and I was just like, for whatever reason, just full of love and just like very complimentary. Complimentary. Is that the
Sure.
word?
Sure.
And I was just like, wow, Kelsey, you're so smart, you're so funny, yada yada. And then I was like, what's your IQ? And then Kelsey's like, I'm not sure.
No clue.
And then she took a couple IQ tests and she found out.
Well,
But
not really.
well, they
were
weren't.
that guess.
Those are biased.
because you know the
Good.
online
Yeah,
ones.
against the white girls.
Wait, in what way?
How'd they know?
Oh, well then,
They know.
I'm really fucking smart.
How'd they know you were white?
Because they asked me
It's in my
my
room.
age, my race, my nationality,
It's in my room.
and I gave it to
Let's
them.
make this basic.
And they were like,
Feel
nice.
wow, you're a genius, sweetie. Look at you making toast and scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
You're going to make a man very happy someday.
Or
Sounds-
a woman.
Well,
Whoop. It's been cool to be a guest.
aw.
It's been cool.
Unless it's
It's
my
been
friend.
real. But I think I am done
Oh,
Yeah.
with you or a bitch ass.
Because you've been ignoring your guests for like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I get
which
that.
is disrespectful.
disrespectful.
I think he's a good sport.
R-E-S-P-E-G.
No, my
R-E-
God.
RHIJKLMNOP.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to cover, Chet?
no, I
Just
was
let
pretty
Lawrence leave.
upfront that I came here with nothing.
All right. Well, everyone, thanks for hanging on through that shithole of a road that we went down.
Wow. That's-
ending. I like
Hi, honey.
I like the
Bye,
part when
honey.
we talked about Shrek.
You can't steal someone else's shit. That was the good part.
You can find the podcast on
What?
Two in the Bush.
Oh, sorry, Chet. We don't care about what you were saying about Shrek.
Oh, wait, what did we
Lawrence,
say?
we're closing now.
Oh, I didn't know it was your show. Go
I
ahead.
didn't hear him.
Sorry, that was rude of me.
I was gonna. I wasn't closing.
I thrived on that, Chet. I've never heard you say anything so
All
great.
right. Well, it was all in jest. I didn't mean it.
And I'm never being welcome back.
I know you need it. Okay, I adore you.
What were you gonna say? I'm so sorry.
No, I'm not watching Shrek now. I'm a little pissed.
You're gonna watch Shrek now, or you're not gonna watch Shrek now?
I was considering it, but
Are you gonna watch Shrek the musical? Yeah, I hear you. I'm
also
sorry.
all the negativity
Lawrence does that to
about
all of
Reese
the
too
important men
is
in my life.
upsetting. But I'll get over it.
Yeah, I could see you probably felt pretty attacked in that moment.
I did.
I just come on your show. I
Well,
attack
you're-
you.
It's your
Yeah,
gaslighting.
you came all over his pillow, his face, and his show. Yeah, so Lawrence, you can find us on.
No, I was doing that for you. It
Yeah,
wasn't
I know.
Tell them
okay.
where they can find
You can
us.
find us on all the places where good podcasts exist.
Facebook.
We're on fucking
iTunes.
Facebook,
Instagram.
Spotify, Twitter, iTunes, Gmail, Instagram, Podbean, YouTube. I'm still keeping
Hell yeah.
that
You know
shit
how
up.
long
Also, you can email
begging
them.
for people to send us
Email.
dick pics to this goddamn Gmail forever, and we haven't gotten one. I can't believe it.
Seriously, what's a girl gotta do to get a goddamn dick pic
I thought
in
that'd
this
be
world?
the easiest
What
thing
the
to get.
fuck? I've gotten more dick than I've gotten dick pics.
And that's
Nick,
and it's not much.
send in your dick
Come on,
pics.
guys or girls.
So send them in. Send them in to Twitter at Two in the Bush Pod. Drop in the DMs. Facebook.com/2inthebushpod. Fucking Gmail. 2inthebushpod at gmail.com.
Not the
That's the
fucking
number
part.
2.
Not the word.
Show us your genitals.
Yes, please. We'll review them.
I can't wait to review some genitals, so please send them my way.
What else? I don't know. We begged for dick pics. I don't think there's any lower we can go. We'll see ya.
Bye.